Good morning to you, St. Lucia, and all the beautiful people who are watching today. We're coming at you from the Bay Gardens Beach Resort, yet a lovely location, and only fitting that we met up with our very own, our girl Laverne Spencer, who keeps making us proud. And she's back home, finally getting some well deserved downtime. So, Laverne, welcome to this morning. How are you today?
Good, thank you for having me.
Great. Well, I'm very excited. It's a pleasure. And I mean, just with the way that you train, I know you've had a very busy season as well. The fact that you're home and you're here to have downtime, I feel like I'm celebrating with you as well. So, congratulations is in order. In case you don't know, Laverne has yet another medal under her belt. She an international medal, third place with the women's high jump in Czech Republic for the Continental Cup, if I did my research right.
That's right. This was my third Continental Cup competition. I had a bronze. This time around, I also got a bronze, but a bronze at this level is really good. The Continental Cup, it entails like the four continents is the Americas, Africa, Europe, and Asia Pacific. And for the Americas, it's from Canada all the way down to South America. So Canada, North America, South America, Central America, the Caribbean, and they only take the top two best athletes in that region. So I was the number one in the high jump in our region. So obviously, yeah, I made the team, and coming up against Europe. Europe has probably the best high jumpers. I came third after two Europeans, and then the others follow. So being third, pretty much, you could say in the world because every country was represented at the Continental Cup is really really a big achievement.
Great. Well, and now that you've laid it out this way, this is even more major than I realized because not only were you representing for St. Lucia, but for a whole region. And so to come third, definitely I put even more love into that congratulations that I just gave. And I know we were talking off camera and you've had a very, very long season. So what has the season been like for you in general this year?
Okay, my season started in January and I got done last week, September 9th. So I've been training and competing from January to September, which is a very long season. I had a great year. I can't complain. 2010, I had an awesome year, broke many records. 2018, I think, was even better, just winning Commonwealth gold, winning NACA gold, winning CAC gold, and national championship all in 1 year. You can't ask for anything better than that.
And it's great to see how humble you are, and of course, strong in your faith. And I feel like this is a great combination, and it's probably one of the reasons why you keep being successful as you are. And now that you have the downtime, and you're here, what do you do when you have free time, when you finally get it?
Well, like I always say, there's no place like home. So, I mean, I'm the only one in the US just training, competing, going after my goals and dreams. And every time I come home, it's always, a great time to spend with my family, my friends, because everyone is back home. And, thanks to Bay Gardens Resort for, giving me the opportunity to come here and relax and have a vacation I really deserve. Come here, enjoy the food. The food is so good, and the pool. They have like lots of activities you could participate in, and not necessarily train. So I'm just thankful for them, giving me the opportunity to make my vacation, what it's supposed to be.
So when you're not training hard, on the track, etc., what is your favorite pastime then?
Being a track and field athlete, there is not a lot of downtime because sometimes you have like two training sessions a day. So you don't really have a lot of downtime. But if I do, I just hang out with my friends and we play games, or we probably go to the movie or cook and eat.
Now, with this, I want to talk about your support system because a lot of times people need the right circle, the right people around them to keep them even when they may not have their good days. And too often people see successes and don't know all the hard work that goes on behind the scenes, the failures that led to the great achievements now. So, how important is support to you in helping you and stick to your goals?
I think support is really important. When I started my career, I had a manager from early. First, he was my mentor, my church leader, a family friend. I've been doing so 20 years, and he's stuck with me throughout the 20 years. And I probably couldn't have done it without him, because many times, when I competed, like at the early ages, if I don't achieve my goal, or I didn't win, or I didn't do as well as I expected, I was really hard on myself, because I feel like I worked hard and I didn't achieve my goal. I didn't win and I did so bad. But he's always there to encourage me and let me know why I'm doing it. And he just always has like the right things to say at the right time.
And even with that, as I mentioned earlier, people just see the successes. They see the medals, they see the headlines, but people don't know the full story and everything that's happening behind the scenes, from the failures that have led you to successes. And I feel like this is something important to touch on, especially for young aspiring athletes, because there's a lot of athletes who look up to you. So it's to let people know that this is a real journey and things don't just happen overnight.
Yeah, I feel like failures sometimes push you to do better. A lot of times when I don't succeed, it's just a motivation to go back and work harder and said, okay, yeah, next time around, I want to do better. Like I said earlier, for instance, the Commonwealth game, it took me 5 games before I got the gold medal. I started off, I never medaled. Eventually, I got a bronze. Next time, I got a bronze. And I was like, okay, I got to do what it takes to get the gold. So, not winning, it's not fun. Everyone wants to win. Everybody has one goal, which is to get the gold. And, I went back. I learned from every experience, every competition. And I went back and I keep working hard. I keep striving for what I set out to do at the beginning of the year. And
now we're gonna take it on a lighter side just before we wrap up with you, Laverne. So we're gonna play a little game. I'm gonna just ask you a quick question and you will just give us the answer, okay?
Sure.
So what is your favorite color?
Blue.
All right. What is your...
Let's be specific. Baby blue.
Okay, so now we got a baby blue. Let's see. What is your favorite TV show?
I like a lot of comedies, so I don't have one specific TV show. So
We'll stick with She Loves Comedies. Let me see. If you had to pick your favorite food, what would that be?
mac and cheese and chicken.
Okay, and M&M's or Skittles?
Skittles.
All right, good stuff. Do you prefer the beach or do you prefer like hiking in the mountains?
Hiking in the mountains, but I love the beach too. But I'll go with hiking in the mountains.
And what is your favorite place in St. Lucia?
Definitely Babono, because I'm from Babono, and then nothing could beat Babono, so I'll say Babono.
Well, you know what? On that note, a special good morning to Babno. Somehow I saw that answer coming. And Laverne, thank you very much for being such a good sport and always making us proud in St. Lucia. This is our girl, and anybody else aspiring, you know her story, you know who she is, and you know success does not come overnight. So this is a major message to take with you. And Laverne, enjoy your downtime to the fullest. Hopefully we run into you again, and we look forward to you making us proud once again.
Thank you.
Good morning and wake up, St. Lucia. It is time to rise and shine, and we have a very good friend here with us. I have Alice Stephen here. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Great, and I'm very excited to have you back. I think last time you were here, it was like around April-ish.
Yes, that was my two other persons. I wasn't on. I made the arrangements, you know, but it was somebody else, yeah.
And today, of course, so we are representing and talking about the St. Lucia Association for Retired Persons, and there's so much happening. There's an event that's coming up on October 1st, but you have to stay till the end of this interview, this segment, to know all the details. But right now, Alice, I feel like it's a great opportunity to catch up, because I know you all, from since then to now, have been so active and doing a lot. So what's new and happening with the association?
Okay, well, thank you very much, Jayla, for this opportunity. The last time we met was March, April, where we were talking about the variety show. We had a very successful show in Castries, and then we moved on to Vieux-Fort. We had it in Vieux-Fort. It was not as good as we expected, but however, we put it on. After that, we still do a civic duty, which means we go to the various schools in the month of May, reading month, and we participate. We have been doing that for the past years because, as you know, our members comprise of a lot of teachers and principals, so we go to read to the children. For ourselves, we also take care of our own selves and our members. in the month of June, we did a walk up to Ted Paul.
wow,
Yes,
nice.
Ted Paul, a few of the members. I didn't go myself, but they went. We also had, in the June, July, we had 2 sessions of backyard gardening. And the members were very enthusiastic about it, that now some of them are even growing their little garden in tires, as was suggested to us by our presenter, you know. So we have been really trying to make use of our time and our talent. Another thing that the association is involved in is if the government training. Every year the government has a bunch of retirees, and they call on us to speak to their retired servants. We have been doing that, I think sometimes twice a year, so we work sort of in partnership with the Ministry of the Training Division. When we moved on to our day of rest for the members, that was August 1st. We call that Members Day, and they had a day at the Rec St. Lucian where we just went to relax, just enjoy the day and relax. That was what we did. And then we went on to the August break. Most persons had gone out on vacation, and we are back into our biggest event, which the first for us, the Senior Olympics.
Nice.
Yes, and we are really encouraging as many people to come out, particularly our own members from Castries from the north, to participate. There is a training, we are doing training at the Leclerc playing field Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 5:30 in the morning. So all enthusiasts, right, all enthusiasts can come out and do a little warm-up and stuff in preparation. And Marilyn will say a little more about the events that we are going to have. And we also have our registration, because a lot of people don't know, we haven't had too much of publicity, but we do have registration at the Constitution Park on Saturday, the 22nd, commencing at 9. So you could, all persons interested or are invited to come in and register. And you get, registration is $15, early registration, and you get a t-shirt of this. So we are calling on senior clubs, sponsors, Club 60, to all come out and join with us in that venture.
Nice.
We are being very active, and
I find
we don't only look out for ourselves. The most recent thing that we have achieved, we realize that medical is very important for our members, and when we heard the government talking about the medical universal health care, we wrote to ask the government to include us in any decisions, any discussions, and we got a positive response that they will consider us. So that's a plus for us.
Nice.
We are hoping to have a say in when they develop in anything. I think it's key for us to be part of
And
it
have
all as
representation.
representation, and that is the big things.
Great.
We have also had some linkage with some international body, and our president just attended a conference in England, and she hasn't reported too much on it, but we did, and we are trying to have some linkage with the Cuba Association, because sometimes members want to go out on the medical thing to Cuba, so we are working towards that. And we are trying to bring in members, which is what we really need to boost up
Right.
at this point in time.
And what is the aim and the function for St. Lucia Association of Retired Persons?
Okay, well, the association was established in 1985, and it first started with just government pensioners who got together, but it is now, we have now changed our bylaws, and we now include persons from all walks of life. We have bankers, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have public servants, and our objective is to, we try to develop members socially, morally, because we do have retreats at some point in time, physically, and to keep us together, sharing the same, all of us, we have the same goals. We want to remain good and things, so we really, and to see about the interests of members, whatever benefits that we feel members should get. So these are some of the things. It is, people sometimes say, when do I come to the association? What is it I'm going to get? But if you don't come and you give, you can't expect to get anything. It's what you give. So we ask in participation. People just seem to come and want to sit, and it's the same few to have to do, because we need is all of us to work together.
So you want active members
yes,
to come
all
in.
of us to work together, because whatever we'll achieve everybody will get it. I'm the PRO, so if anybody wants to contact me, my number, I'm listed in the book, Alice Stephen, 4521560, or my WhatsApp, 487-7724. I'll be happy to give any information. We have an application form that you have to fill out, registration, and we're doing good, but we want more members, because the more we have, the better.